Alright, well, this is gonna be a hoot and a half, switching between the things. I'm gonna save here, though. Again. New save. Yeah, why not? Okay, we do get the pictures here. 158 somewhere. Can I delete some of these now that we played through most of this? Let's see, 158, 158. I have everything but. That figures. Where is that screen? Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe I can do a macOS screenshot thing. I'm actually using my own app for this, ScreenFloat, which lets me float that screenshot above everything else, so I have it always visible. Okay. A little advertisement there for you, for me. So how does this work? I should, maybe I can, do you want this on screen too, or should I just copy it? I'm just gonna copy it, right? So you can't yell at me if I do something wrong. Which I might. You never know, because you can't see the picture. That's okay, we're almost there. I did save, did I? This should be it. Oh crap. Just a second here. Okay. What is that thing? Does anything happen if I take these pages? I don't think so, right? I would have to return them to the books first. So I'm just gonna take them. And maybe save again? I know I'm overcautious, but still. Can never be too cautious with Cirrus and Achenar. So what should we do first? Should we go into the prison book, or should we return the pages? Let's have a vote in chat here. What do people say? Or better yet, do people say anything here? You don't have to participate, but if there's one vote, I'm gonna go for that. Don't open the prison books. I thought this is the prison book. I mean, these all are. I'm guessing these are the endings of the game. We have 3, maybe, so I'm gonna do them all anyway. Okay, so we have a vote here in chat. Don't open red or blue, so we're gonna go for the green one first, and then we're gonna load back in and do the other endings, I suppose. Oh.
Who the devil are you? Don't come here to done it, not yet. Oh, I have many questions for you, my friend, as you no doubt have for me. Where should I begin? Perhaps my story is in order. My name is Atrus. I feel you've met my sons, Cirrus and Achenar, in the red and blue books on Myst Island in my library. My library, it contains my works, my writings. Oh, I wrote many books that linked me to fantastic places. It's an art I learned from my father many years ago. Oh, but the red and blue books, those were different. I wrote those books to entrap over-greedy explorers who might stumble upon my island of Myst. But I had no idea my own sons would be entrapped. My sons. Cirrus and Achenar. We had many journeys together. I gave them free rein to the books. Perhaps it was not wise. I could see the greed growing in them. not told them about the red and blue books. Their imaginations went wild. They dreamed of riches and power. Of course, they did not know the books were traps. They begged me for access to those books, and I, of course, denied them. Oh, they devised a plan. An evil plan. I had no idea to what extent their greed had progressed. Their own mother. Oh, my own dear Catherine. They used her to lure me here to Dunny. Of course, I could return to Myst, except they removed a single page from my Myst linking book. I cannot return without that page. You, my friend, can bring that page to me. Oh, I pray you believe my story above the lies that my sons have told you. If you could find it in yourself to return that page to me here in Dunny, I could go to Myst, bring justice to my sons for what they've done. I must return to my writing. I pray that you believe me. Please hurry. Bring the page. Bring the page with you.
So that page, is that marker page we found? I'm pretty sure it is, right? So, oh.
Have you found the missing page? Come, come. Come on, then.
Well, he's very inviting, so let's just follow his invite and go to Dunny. I did put down a save, so let's go. Ooh, nice. This is a 3D model here. That used to be a QuickTime movie of a real person. Wait a second, isn't this the place where, I mean, spoiler if you're, we are going to play the next game, the sequel, Ribbon. So if you don't know what a Ribbon is and want to avoid spoilers, I'm gonna wave you once I'm done spoilering it for you. 3, 2, 1. So isn't this the place where Ribbon starts? I think it is, right? Ooh, look at the mosaic. Okay, well, that's the end of the spoiler. You can listen again if you are so inclined. Okay, well, I think all there is to do is talk to Atrus.
Ah, my friend, you've returned. And the page. Did you bring the page? You've done the right thing. I have a difficult choice to make. My sons have betrayed me. I know what I must do. I shall return shortly.
You're just gonna leave me hanging here? His hair. You forgot your hair, dude. Take it with you, please. Creeps me out. Okay, should I follow? I could follow, I guess. I saved. We're gonna follow. I can't follow. Oh, his hair is back.
It is done. I have many questions for you, my friend, but my writing cannot wait.
Of course it can.
I fear that my long delay may have already had a catastrophic impact on the world in which my wife, Catherine, is now being held hostage.
Okay, so she's still alive.
And a reward. I'm sorry, but all I have to offer you is the library on the island of Myst and the books that are contained there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. I hope you find your exploration satisfying.
It's been pretty fun so far.
My sons to deal with. Oh, and one more thing. I'm fighting a foe much greater than my sons could ever imagine. At some point in the future, I may find it necessary to request your assistance. Until that point, I'm afraid you'll enjoy the explorations from my library on Myst. Thank you. The book. You can use the Myst linking book to return to Myst.
Right. So Catherine is still alive, but being held hostage somehow, or by someone. So who's that grave on Myst? Whose is it? Who lies there? Apparently maybe they really did kill somebody. Cirrus or Achenar, or both of them. So all we can do now is return to Myst, so let's do that. Because he won't talk to us. Back on Myst we are. Ooh. Look at that. He burned both books. So he didn't directly kill his sons, but effectively, I guess he kind of did. There is a letter here, though. Let's take a look at that. My friend, now that you have seen the destruction wrought by Cirrus and Achenar, you no doubt have a very specific idea of who they were. Greedy, envious, hateful men. But there is one more page to turn. One last age where I hope you might see them as I did. As my sons. Atrus. Atrus, that's his name, not Atreus, as I've been stupidly calling him. Oh, so this is how we get to rhyme. Reading time, everybody. Rhyme, I have named it. A desolate age, with a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. By the way, this is new content. This wasn't in the original game. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours. And though it is cold here, like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place that I've ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. As I turn the page very loudly. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases, there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times and am sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is crucial for obtaining the necessary refraction of light. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I'm driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. Of course, the chance of using a blank linking book to find one specific age amongst the infinite variations that must exist is infinitesimal. Sorry, I don't... yeah, that's struggles. Like searching for a specific grain of sand on the beach. The only workable solution is to focus the connection of a damaged, unusable linking book. Perhaps I can bridge this much smaller gap. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here. Though I never assumed that I would be able to build especially fast here, the speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I will bring Cirrus and Achenar as well as some of the machinery from Selenitic. Achenar chose to stay with Catherine, and while Cirrus was unhappy about the prospect of exploring a new age without his brother, he was still excited to come. He has spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He too seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He's been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He has been a tremendous aid to me, and I am thankful for his willingness to help. He is excited to tell Achenar about his adventures, and it's clear to me how much he missed his brother's company. The hard part of the construction is over, although I have decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I'd hoped, although I'm fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. I've decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete. I'm quite convinced that with the right refraction, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. When I try to explain my theory to Catherine, she laughs and tells me I'm trying to hold infinity in a bottle. She laughs, and I laugh. Maybe she is right, but I must try regardless. I came too close to success on Everdunes. Besides, if all that comes from this effort is... What? Besides, if all that comes from this effort is time spent with my sons, it'll have been worthwhile. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the refractive properties of the crystals, but I've realized that temperature alone is not enough. Each crystal responds differently to the lower temperatures, and controlling the particulars is proving challenging. Perhaps focusing on another, more attainable goal in the short term will help. I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here, perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They hadn't shown themselves for so long that I'd almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. I've made no progress on the crystals, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post or even the lab. I haven't seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Achenar and Cirrus. Besides all of that, there are far away in the back of my mind the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. I've seen the city in its worst condition, and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been before the destruction caused by Veovis and Aegaris, it amazes and saddens me. I'm certain that Dunny is not dead as my father believed. I'm convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction, and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance and return to Dunny, to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, if I missed a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. If that is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Dunny to Myst. As much as I wish to return to Dunny, without knowing the fate of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has been several years and there have been many dead ends, but the solution is out there somewhere. I know it. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all these things, and I miss her greatly. I will return to Rhyme later, when my mind has cleared. "2735. Oh, we do get a glimpse of this here. What? Huh? Yeah, I see. Oh, that's it. All right, lots of info here, none of which I remembered because I was reading. You know that thing where you read stuff out loud, and you don't really understand what you're reading? That's me. Anyway, I feel we have to go to the forechamber and try our luck there. So, his father is the bad guy? Did I understand that correctly? And he's trapped on Riven, which might be the even bigger enemy than his sons could imagine, as he told us before. I think that connects that way. It kind of adds up. Okay, 2735 was it? What do we do with that? Because we can only enter 2 numbers here. I think it was upwards. Let's take a look at the picture. What did we take a photograph for? Let's hope it's all the way down here. No, it isn't. These are shuffled for some reason. That's the biggest mystery on Myst. The camera roll. Alright. I don't see it yet. What? I did take a picture. I'm not crazy, am I? There it is. Okay, push the back button. It looks like it's positioned upwards. Two, 735. Maybe I... What if I do this now? Are there more numbers? No. Turns this off. Sorry, I'm just gonna reduce the volume here for me at least a little bit. You should be fine, judging from the volume meters I get. Because Atrus before in the green book was very silent for some reason. Where could we enter 4 digits? What's down here? Can I do anything with these? No. Wait. Let's do this again. Maybe now I can do something here. That opens this. I feel like I should be able to move this along the path here, but I can't. All I can do is rotate. Because if I try to click the middle button, what looks like a button, it just doesn't work. Is this the cyan logo, by the way? That's maybe an inside joke. Cruel one, because it doesn't... You don't understand it. So on the picture, it's in this position, but I feel like that was the first position anyway. I can't get it to move. What am I missing? Maybe I can return to the green book and Atrus will tell us something about it. Two, 735. Where could we enter this? Is that gateway still open? It sure is. Okay, let's hope that he has a hint for us. Nope, he's just very busy writing. I can't travel to him. Let's give that a try. Maybe he can help us figure stuff out now that we have somebody to talk to. Can't move? Now I can move. Talk to me, dude. Anything. Nope. Nothing at all. Okay, that was a waste of time. Huh. Well, maybe I'll save it here. And we go back to our earlier save and see what happens when we free Cirrus or Akinar. Should be interesting, now that we kind of know that these are the bad guys. Yeah. Let's save it here. As a new save. Can I name these? I don't think I can. What does that mean? But it's a good indicator that we did something well here. Okay, we can go back to this. Don't save, load. Yeah,